Alejandro Mayorkas sounding the alarm on FEMA funding right after the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Listen.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
This all comes as the Biden-Harris administration spent over $1 billion from a FEMA program on services for migrants. Attorney General of the great state of Florida, Ashley Moody, joins me now. AG Moody, why does the Biden-Harris administration always seem to help American taxpayers last?
All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone, wild and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa ba ba ba. So, as you heard, that FEMA came out and said that they are broke, all right, and they can't help the people in North Carolina and other places, but give them $750, which this is a tactic of war. We're in a time of war, in a season of war. You hear rumors of wars. There are wars going on. And one of the wars is in your mind, okay? What they're doing is they're playing propaganda on you, okay? They're playing game. And what it is from the art of war, is to say you are weak when you are strong, all right? To move the direction of your opponent's attention, all right? Or to act like you're strong when you are weak is the other side of this coin, all right? But you better believe we are in a time of war, okay? And the war is against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. As it been prophesied, the so-called white man, the red devil, which you can see both these devils, they got white shirts on, or off-white for the female, which she has a bigger head than the male, which she could be a male. In this wicked society, you got women dressing, men dressing like women, and women trying to be men. But once again, you see their faces are red and not white. The man, he has a white collar on, and his face does not blend in. He is red, okay? She is the same. Her shirt is off-white, but it is red, her skin, because these are the red devils the Bible speaks of, all right? And one of the things that they would do is accuse our brethren, accuse the Israelite, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. All right? And they're going to have to pay how pretty much nuclear destruction, because there's not a how like the Christian church tells you. The Christian church is a lie. The Bible is true. And in the Bible, it tells you that everyone's going to be rewarded for the deeds that they have committed in their bodies, whether you're wicked or whether you're righteous. And there's only one nation that could be found righteous. It's the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. The other nations have no hope of salvation, and the so-called white man, the red devil, is condemned. All right, he's going to be made extinct eventually. According to Isaiah 14, Isaiah 14, and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, which they say those counties where that storm hit in the East Coast, all right, those were slave counties. Those were also sundown towns where if you were a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian, and they caught you after sundown, that they would torture you and kill you out there. So they're being paid back for what their fathers have done, which obviously they were taught with the same mentality. And our God, Yahweh, the supreme being, through his son Yahweh Shai, sent angels of death through that place. Right? They said the bodies are piling up now, and then their government is saying that they can't help them. That's all being done by the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We got to praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for that. Because he's taking vengeance on our enemies, the so-called Caucasians. But you're going to have even Israelites that look like so-called Caucasians. It says that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's going to kill off the so-called Caucasian, eventually make them extinct after they serve 1,000 years of slavery under the Israelite. And then they're going to be made extinct so that they do not grow to possess the world. It says, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon, talking about aka America, the name, talking about the so-called white man. The Lord is going to make his name not rememberable. And remnant, all right, all his children and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. So he's going to destroy the so-called Caucasian. The Edomite is the biblical nation of the so-called white man, and they are condemned to be extinct. Why? Because of what they've done to the Israelite, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. It says right here in verse 9, Obadiah 9, and thy men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. So Esau is the so-called white man, and Jacob is the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian man, which those are the names of the forefathers. Esau and Jacob were twin brothers, but out of those two men came two different nations, the Edomites and the Israelites. The Edomites are the wicked, the Israelites are the righteous. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So they're not going to be shown no mercy. And as you can see, it's already taking place that, these Edomites are already catching hell. And it's only going to get worse, all right? It's going to get to a point where they want to persecute the Israelite for it, because we've been prophesying about it. But that, shalom to the elect, wa abababah.